Hi guys, welcome back. What you're looking at here is a different style of video than what we've made before. This one obviously is not filmed from the car. This one is filmed from the drone. So we took the drone up on this lovely sunny day and we had about an hour of footage. So what you're looking at here is the Kwikfit Crossroads just outside the test centre that causes everyone a little bit of bother. Now, what I've done here is, this is an in-depth analysis, an in-depth tutorial on how to do the right turns, and it's mainly focused on coming out from the test centre. So the footage that you're seeing just now is all the different angles that we flew over, but in a couple of seconds it's going to switch to coming out. I'm going to fast forward all the red lights, so all you're really going to be seeing is all the different entries on the green lights. So I hope you enjoy this video. I really hope it's helpful. We're going to make a lot more like this. Here we go, coming up to the first clip. So coming out from the test centre, the white car at the bottom of the screen is turning right and the light is red, as you can see. Opposite there is a white learner vehicle. We don't know just yet what the cars opposite are doing. They're in a lane that's going to let them go straight on, like that, but they could also turn to their right, like that. Now as it happens here, on this occasion, they come straight on, which means the white car would then make their way in to that junction, to the centre point, and get round the back, just like you're seeing here. So both the white car and the van manages to find a path through, and the light just changes to red. So that was the first scenario. Now here we've got the silver car waiting to turn right. They start to move in towards the junction. They are unable to complete the turn because there's oncoming cars. The red car that's oncoming stops. That creates a path through. The lights change to red, and the silver car makes it through just in time. Now this is an interesting scenario. We've got three cars sitting waiting to turn right, and I have to tell you, the first black car does the wrong thing here. They turn when there's an oncoming car. The second car does the same thing. The third car and the white van are then stuck in the middle zone, and they eventually just get round just in time before cars start coming the opposite way. So just watch this again then. The first car, the black one that wants to turn right, should wait in the middle on the oncoming car doing their turn first, but they don't. So that is a mistake they've made. The second car should definitely be doing the same, and you can see that that second black car gets a little bit stuck there. The car that's in the middle section just now, they shouldn't really have entered the junction because it wasn't clear. There was cars doing the right turn in front of them, and the van should definitely not have entered the junction. So again, just pointing out in slow motion, if you're not that first car at the lights, I'd be holding back. Here we've got the silver van and the grey car. They both enter the junction. Now if I was the grey car, I would advise waiting here at the line and seeing how the van gets on. But they don't, they cross the line and they go in. So you're committed, you have to finish your turn. Now both the van and the silver car are waiting on the oncoming cars, the lights changing now, and they just managed to get round in time. Now in this scenario, we've got the white car, the black car, they both enter. There's some activity in front of them coming the opposite way, but the white car manages to find a route through, so they get round there, and the black car manages to get round as well, so nothing technically wrong with that one. The learner car at the front of the queue and the van behind them, so they both make their move into the middle. Again, if I was the van, I wouldn't enter past that line, but they do. Keep an eye on the traffic light on the left, it's green. The car stops, this very last car stops at the line. That's a good idea because it's not clear in the junction. Lights change to red, both the learner and the van managed to get themselves round, but well done with that car not entering, it's a good call. Got an interesting one here. We've got the car, the white truck and the orange van. Now all three of them enter the junction on the green light, and if you look opposite, they manage to find a path between the cars. Opposite is clear, lights are just changing to amber, but all three of them get round just in time before the cars start coming pretty quick from the other side. This one goes okay. One car waiting, they start moving forward. They see the white car oncoming and realise that they wait on them, and they manage to get round the back of them, and they get round before that truck comes. No problems here at all. Another good one here, two white cars both enter, it's clear opposite. They manage to get round, no problem at all. Another scenario, this time it's a car with a trailer. They move into the middle section. They take quite a nice position going forward, and they have to wait. The wait and the wait and the wait. Three more cars, two more cars, then the last car. The light goes to amber and then red, but they manage to get round again just in time. This one here is another example of it done well. Silver car moves forward, takes the middle position that allows the oncoming cars to do what they want to do. Keep an eye on the light, it's still green. Silver car's still waiting. Light's still green. It goes amber, and they take the very first opportunity that they can, just in time. So we've got one car, silver car at the top of the queue, front of the queue here. Green light comes on, they start going forward. Not a lot going on in front. A second car appears at the back, and they both manage to get round in time, no problems here. This is an interesting example where we've got car 1 and car 2 both attempting to enter the junction when it looks pretty chaotic opposite us. Now, the lights change to amber. Now, they've got nowhere. The second car decides to reverse back. The first car manages to just get round. The moral of the story here, as always, is if you're not that first car, for this exact reason, hang back at the line, at least until you can see how that first car gets on. If the first car manages to clear the junction, then if the light's still green, you're the first car, so you can enter. But you can see what happened here. That car reversed back a little bit. They try again now, so technically speaking, they're the first car on this green light cycle. Now they get round here, and they have to use the right hand lane, because as you can see, the left hand lane is blocked, so that was okay. White car as the first, the navy blue car is the second car. Again, navy blue car really shouldn't be entering, but they do. And they both get stuck here in the middle. The light's still green at the moment, it just changes to amber, and they both just find a path through. Again, always just in the nick of time before cars come from the other direction. Now, on this scenario, we've got a learner car passing through the line when the lights are green. The red car should not be passing. In fact, it actually passes the line just as the lights change. They both are now trying to get round as quick as they can, and you watch how quick these other cars are coming up the back of that red car. Now here we've got another learner car that moves forward into the middle of the junction. Now, this is just my advice. I would be moving further forward than what the red car does here. The light changes now. For that learner to make progress and get round, they've got a bit of moving to do. They actually make it, and you'll notice there's no other pressure coming from other cars because someone has pressed the button on the lights. If that happens, you can actually see them crossing now. It creates a bit of a delay for anyone who's in the middle to complete their turn. Here we've got the one white car, starts moving forward on the green light. It's looking pretty busy in front of them. Some of the cars are turning to their left, some are going straight ahead. There's the light change, it's still quite busy. The white car can't do anything but sit and wait. They were in a good position there, and they do manage just to get round in time. In this example, we've got a similar scenario. We've got two cars waiting to turn right. They start to enter the junction here. Again, the second car really shouldn't be, but they do. They both move into the middle section. There's nothing they can do. They've got to just sit and wait on oncoming cars. Keep an eye on the traffic light. It's just changing now. Still no opportunity there. They just managed to get round. And look how close that green car is on the left, coming right at them. So let's see what we've got going on here then. We've got this big truck, we've got a car behind it, and this other car, they all pile into the middle. Yellow van. Again, my advice, just the one going in, but all three of them goes in there. Only that truck manages to get round. That black one that was sitting in limbo manages to somehow get round. And that third car seems to be just stuck in the middle of nowhere. So that car's going to have to wait until the lights change again on the next cycle. I'll just fast forward this and let it play through. So here's the next green light. They both go in. First car manages to get round. There's the light changing again, and the yellow van just makes it round this time. Now, I did promise you a little bit of bonus content if you hang around until the end of the video. What I want to do is ask you if, first of all, if it's been helpful, give the video a like and share and comment and subscribe and all that. But thank you for watching, and feel free to ask us, send us a message or drop a comment and say that you, if you've got any requests, if you'd like to see drone footage of a different roundabout or a different subject, let us know. Quite happily go and make it for you. Right, bonus content. The reason I suggest not entering this junction unless you're the first car is because the area in front of the stop line when you're coming out from the crossroads is not a safe place to be waiting. And here's why. And one more example here. Different lorry, same idea. They take the turn awful wide, so your car just cannot be sitting in that space. Not a safe space to be. Hope this has been helpful, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.